Nice one. So I've just got to the start of the fucking race. This is the crack, getting in a 7:30 wave. There's a few old folks here. A little bit nervous. Wish me luck, boys. Now, originally I was supposed to go in at the 8:50 wave to set off on my race, but I managed to wangle myself onto a 7:30 one. I didn't know what to expect when I was going across that line mentally. Now, luckily, I could read the people around me. Everybody was focused on the task at hand. We were all moving in this big group, and that made it a little bit easier to focus on myself and get my rhythm of things. Let's go! We kind of stayed in a big group right next to each other for the first 20 or so K. By the second stop, it started to thin out a little bit, and that made it a little bit easier for myself and a little bit easier for those around me. Okay, look at that, boys. Woo! Let's go! Literally after this video, all the stuff fell out of my bag. Everything, not like just one thing, but everything fell out of my bag. I stopped videoing, I turned around, my first aid kit, my survival bag, all my food, my water. I was like, great, what am I gonna do? Now luckily somebody was kind enough to actually stop whilst they were running, help me out and get me back on the road again, because this was in the middle of this field. So I really appreciate that lad for doing that. Thank you. We are at is water station 2. 21.2k completed. 14 to the next one. Toilets, food, water. I'm gonna cool down a little bit and then I'm gonna head off again. Good stop 3, 35k, 14k. Look at this view. Ready? Insane. Insane. Right. Video was low, so I'll catch you in a bit. Oh. Family surprised. No, I didn't record much at the 50k because I had a surprise from my family back home. They sort of showed up and I covered my hand over this little video to just say thank you and be there for them. 1%. Last pit stop, 12k to go. I'm with a fella called Freddie, if I can spot him. Oh, he's getting some drinks in the tent. Then we are finished. 100k in a day. Big win. I don't even know if I want food at this point. But yeah, that's the crack. Catch you in a bit. Now after this stop, my battery had literally died. I'd left my head torch at the 50k mark and I deeply regretted that because the next 2 hours it was going into pitch black. Luckily, I'd teamed up with my buddy Freddie, who I had just kind of met along the run, and I lent him my stick poles whilst he guided the way through the dark. Without him, I wouldn't have made it back in anywhere near the time that I did. So thank you, Freddie. We fucking made it. 100k done in a day. I actually was so relieved that I crossed that line at the time that I did. When I heard my girlfriend shout out my name and run across to give me a hug, I was on the verge of tears. I was just grateful to be finished. I had barely any energy left in the tank, and instead of doing like a cool down like you usually would in a long run like that, I stopped to get photos, and that's when things started to go a bit cloudy. Things went black all of a sudden when I knew I didn't feel well, and I woke up on the floor. I was panicking, looking around me like, what the hell just happened? How long was it out for? They said it was for 5 seconds. It felt like forever, and when you go through that, you're like, what the just happened? It is so disorientating, and especially after doing a race like that, it's the last thing you really want. But I made it back. I was okay. There was nothing too serious. I had to sit down for an hour and slowly build my way back up and get some fluids on board, but yeah, I'm alive to tell the tale. If you enjoyed a kind of video like that, then you might like this video right here. So go on ahead and give that a click. You know you want to. I'll see you in a bit. Take care.